to share with all of you. And then Lunetta would like to share a little after. The story goes back to Europe a few hundred years ago. And it's the story of Moishela, the water carrier. Moishela was a laborer, and this is back in Lublin, which is a city in Poland. And Moishela worked hard all year, struggled, toiled, barely made a living, barely supported his family. And there was one thing he looked forward to for the whole year, and that was to be with his Rebbe, his spiritual teacher, who was known as the Seer of Lublin. And he was called the Seer of Lublin because he could see things. He could see into people's souls. He could know what people's souls were about, what their struggles were, how to find fixing for what they needed to fix in their life. Very, very special Rebbe. So Moshele was so poor that the only time he could be with his Rebbe is he would save up all year, and once a year for the high holidays, for Rosh Hashanah, for New Year's, he would go and he'd spend the holiday with his Rebbe. And the Rebbe had such love for everybody. He would give him the warmest hug, and he would ask him how his life was, and he would give him blessings. And literally being with the Rebbe just for that holiday was enough to carry him through for a whole year. So this year, he's preparing to be with his Rebbe, and he makes the journey. It takes 2 days to get from his little village to Lublin. And as he gets out of the wagon, the Seer of Lublin is standing in the doorway to greet people. And as he comes up to him, instead of the usual greeting, the warm hug, and "Oi, Moshele, it's so good to see you," instead, the Rebbe says, "Moshele, you need to go home." And he's like shocked. "Did I do something, Rebbe?" "No, there's nothing I can do, Moshele. You just need to go home." And he's like crushed. You know, it's like, and is he going to argue with his Rebbe, with his spiritual leader? Like, if he's saying go home, okay. So he starts to go home. And his head is hanging, and he's just beyond sad because he doesn't get to spend the whole year he saved, and the whole opportunity is gone. So he starts walking back home, and he walks all day, and at the midpoint there's a little inn, and he stops at the inn, and as he's in the inn, there's a bunch of Hasidim, a bunch of followers of the Seer of Lublin, who are actually on their way to be with the Rebbe for the holiday. And they recognize Moshele, and they say, "Moshele, how come so sad? What's going on?" And he says, "I don't understand it. The Rebbe told me to go home." And Moshele is like quiet, and the Hasidim are quiet, and everybody's contemplating for a moment. And then one of the Hasidim says, "You know, I don't know what's up with the Rebbe, but Moshele, I want you to have the best year." And he says, "L'chaim." L'chaim, you've probably seen in Jewish toast, and we'll do it later, means to life. To life, Moshele, l'chaim. And then another Chassid stands up and says, "Moshele, I want you to have everything you ever want in your life. I want you to have the blessings of abundance and love and family. Whatever you want, Moshele, I want you to have it this year, l'chaim." And another Chassid stands up and says, "Moshele, I want you to have the best health this year, l'chaim." And one by one, each Chassid starts giving a l'chaim to Moshele. And then after that, the l'chaims, they start dancing, and they go and they dance for hours. And then finally, it's time for the Hasidim that are going to Lublin to continue. So they all pile into the wagon to continue, and Moshele is about to go on his way back to his little village. And one of the Hasidim basically grabs Moshele by the arm, and he drags him into the cart. And Moshele says, "My Rebbe said go home." And the Chassid just wouldn't hear of it. He just insisted he came with him. So they travel all night back to Lublin, and in the early morning they get there, and the Rebbe's standing in the doorway again. And Moshele is like afraid, like, you know, he didn't listen to what his spiritual teacher said to do. So he you know, kind of like, you know, slowly comes up to the doorway, keeping his head down. And the Seer of Lublin says, "Moshele, I'm so glad to see you. I'm so happy you're here." And Moshele's like, "Rebbe, like, what's going on? I don't understand. Why did you send me away yesterday, and today you're so glad to see me?" And he said, "Moshele, I want you to know, when you came yesterday, I saw the angel of death perched on your shoulder, and I knew you didn't have long to live. And I wanted you to be with your family for the holidays, because it was going to be your last. But when the Hasidim, when everybody gave you a l'chaim and gave you the blessings and said, 'To life, Moshele,' each time they did that, it sent the angel of death further and further away until they banished him completely." So with friends like that, Moshele, with supporters like that, Moshele, you could live forever. L'chaim. And now, my lovely bride would like to share about how people in her life also gave her life when she didn't have it.
Yes, and Bergie didn't want me to do this, but Bergie has been so important in my life, and I want all of you to know this woman has never had a chance to be celebrated. There were no birthdays, there were no celebrations for her, there was no honoring of her, and she has done much service to many people and helped so many people that she loves even to cross over. And she's never had a day of honor. And I told her she is a part of this and that I want her to be honored and that without this woman, I wouldn't be here today. She took me in when nobody else wanted to even talk to me, in a time when I was low, and she took me into her home and she cared for me and loved me and brought me into a whole new space, showed me how to love, and showed me the blues, and showed me her roses, and showed me how to put all of my love into the flowers. And she's holding flowers, so it works. And Bergie, without you, I wouldn't be here. And then you gave me the honor of me helping you when you were at your lowest. And without, as you've told me, without me, you wouldn't be here either.
That's right.
Yes. So I'm on my day, this is my wedding day, I get to honor my beloved Bergie and get married all at the same time. Yes. Bergie, take a bow. And now Rachel, if you would come here. Rachel, this is my baby sister. And I want to honor her because she too never had birthdays, never had a day where she was really honored. And she hasn't married, so she's never gotten to be the spotlight, but she loves the camera.
Oh, this is your show.
But I love you so much, Rachel. I can't tell you how much I appreciate having a family member that really sees me and sees who I am and appreciates me and honors me and sees what a powerful being I am, and you allowed me to help you to come into your own spiritual power and strength. And I'm so grateful that you allowed me to also show you a way of being that has transformed your life. So I love you. Don't mess up the makeup. I love you. Take a bow. Don't be shy, Rachel. And Hannah Mae, without her, you wouldn't have this beautiful makeup and hair. And Hannah Mae, I've been with her since she was a little baby, a little girl, and she let me show her nature and how to appreciate nature. She let me show her the tarot, and she has blossomed, and she is a powerful firefighter and goddess. And I want you to take a bow as well. And these two beings are just amazing and have been wonderful, and we're honored to have you be with us as well. Thank you. Okay, I'm complete. Okay. I kind of lost my place. Where are we? Okay. Okay.
Welcome everybody again. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. A holy couple on a holy day, moving into holy matrimony. From many mystical paths, we understand and see that we are one and we are also two. And this was recognized by the lighting of the candles earlier. Separate candles lighting a candle together. And this can be one of the images going into your marriage that you hold close as reminder, as marker, template, stamp onto this day, going forth into your new lives together. Mark, Lynetta, Mark. Lynetta, your bravery and courage have not only touched your own soul, but have touched the souls of many, many beings, human and non-human. Your depth of awareness and understanding, connection to the natural world, spirit, as well as the physical world, is astonishing. And in myriad ways, anyone who is around you can learn so much by simply being in your presence. You have been through worlds and worlds and lifetimes in simply this lifetime. And we are grateful, every single being witnessing here today, that you are here. We love Mark. So nice to see you again. Your presence, your softness, your caring, your love, your wittiness, your compassion, your tenderness, your sharpness, your understanding beyond planets that you bring into this body at this time. One of my favorite things to do is to be with you in your presence. Thank you for your truth, for understanding what is needed in this moment for you and Lynetta and your lives together, which you'll be sharing soon after this with all of us. Thank you for the depth of love and truth that is deeper than words that you offer through your presence and your eyes and your vibration. We have the glorious opportunity today to witness the matrimony of these two extraordinary human beings. Human being ? We're not sure. And they stand under the chuppah here, which is a symbol and also calling in wings of God and the nestling of God here to witness and be with you in every moment. I now invite you to offer your community invitation.
Sorry.
Yes.
So, to each one of you, we invite you to be a part of our union. And for us, it's not just a union of our hearts, it's a union with all of your hearts. And we invite you to be a part of it. It is our vision to be out there in the world and to share with people that they can have freedom. That they can have freedom in any area of their life, and especially know that you're empowered to be magnificent as you are, and that there's nothing standing in your way, and we would love to be with you on that journey. And that's our invitation, is that you join us in our union now, that this is not just our marriage, that you are a part, since you've all come here voluntarily, I assume, without being tied up and dragged here. That you are a part of our journey and that you come with us. And we love you all, and we're so grateful that you chose to come, especially on a Tuesday. Who has a wedding on a Tuesday? And for you, Mark, your turn. I'm complete.
I am also. I have nothing to add to that.
Okay.
Lynetta, may we hear your song?
Yes, I have a love song for you. And I'd love for all of you to see me while I do this. I don't like turning my back, so maybe I'll just do it around that. Let me take a couple breaths. I never felt love like this before. From anyone, from anywhere. You've given me all I am and more. And though I don't know where we're going from here, I don't even know where the money's coming from. Oh, I never felt love like this before. And it feels so good, and it feels so right, and it feels like coming home. Oh, I never felt love like this before.
Thank you.
I'm so shy. Okay. So as I place this ring upon your finger, this is a symbol of our love, especially my love, and you have helped me to soften my heart when all the parts of me that were very harsh got healed because of your love, and you helped me to soften so that I can show love in a gentle way, but be powerful and gentle. And I am so grateful for the transformation has been daily. I mean, amazing. Nobody here recognizes me because I'm so different every day. And that's because you have you've opened up your heart to me and let all the places, even the places inside of me that I felt were so dark and that I couldn't even accept, you're like, bring it on, baby. I want all of it. And that I'm just like, wow, I'm amazed. I never knew that love could be, I had no clue love could be like that could accept even the dark shadows. Todd, you know? So with this wing, I may fly. And it doesn't go. There we go. There we go.
It's not coming off, honey.
That's good. That's good. And now your turn, love.
So Lynetta, and I say this in witness with everybody here, I have never met a woman like you in my entire life. I've never met somebody with such courage to have gone to all of the dark places, all the challenges you had in life, all of them in one woman I have never met. And the fact that not only you went through these challenges, but you came out on the other side and you transformed each of them into a gem to live by. And not only have you transformed your own life, but you have this incredible commitment to transform everybody's life around you. To the extent if they don't want it, you're like, what's the matter with them? Why don't they want that transformation? Don't they know they can be free? And I so love that you want it for everybody. You want it no matter what. Even the homeless people on the streets. You are committed to everybody. And that commitment is something I've been looking for. A woman who's willing to go anywhere, do anything, to bring that freedom to other people and have them create the lives that you and I both know they can have. And I so admire that courage. And to own everything that you own, the things that don't work for you anymore, the fact that you have that courage to look it right in the face and say, no more of this, I'm done. And then it's gone. I have never met a woman with that much courage. And the biggest courage, as you mentioned already, is to be soft. You learned a certain way of being to deal with all the challenges you had, and it was a very difficult way of being. And now the fact that you're willing to totally feel your heart and feel that softness and feel that tenderness and allow yourself to be totally loved and allow yourself to totally love others, I so treasure and honor that. And I thank you so much for being in my life, because the way you've accepted yourself, you've also showed me the areas that I've had my own challenges to accept myself. And now I've completely accepted myself. And a lot is by following your example of how to do it. So thank you for being my partner in this glorious life we're creating together, and with this amazing community that we have here and that we're creating. Not yet.
I thought we're done.
Now you'll receive a 3,000-year-old blessing.
Oh, yes, we want that.
Yes, you are.
I now, in humble service to the unspeakable, unknowable one, pronounce you wife and
You can mess up my lipstick. I've been waiting for you for a long
Tree? Is tree in the house?
Is tree in the house?
Oh, yes.
Tree.
A lot of cheese in the house.
Thank you, tree. us home. Sing us home.
We'll be singing us out. If everyone would please make their way to the outside.
We'll,
And
As
we'll
we'll,
sing them.
we'll go
Sheets, right?
first. And,
Uh-huh.
and their song is on the sheets.
At the bottom of your
At
song
the
sheet.
bottom of it.
After the wedding procession.
We're going to sing with you.
Good.
Kind friends all gather round. There's something I would say. What brings us together here has blessed us all today. Love has made a circle that holds us all inside. Where strangers are as family, loneliness can't hide. So give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your heart to the tears and the laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love. I've walked these mountains in the rain. Learn to love the wind. I've been up before the sunrise to watch the day begin. I always knew I'd find you, but I never did know how. But like sunshine on a cloudy day, you stand before me now. So give yourself to love, if love is what you're after. Open up your heart to the tears and laughter and give yourself to love. Give yourself to love.
Thank you.